Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, May 28th. The time is currently 7:12 a.m. And today I'll be talking about some of the shots that I was able to catch between Monday and yesterday. And as I've always known, and as I've always said, my bias for this month of May is bearish, and my bias for this quarter as well, the quarter that started in April, May and June is also bearish. So I'm bearish in this quarter and I'm also bearish in this month on gold and silver basically. So the idea is that when you have a bias, what you want to know is how to align yourself with that bias and being able to properly and meticulously being able to follow through with it without too much stress, right? So there's something else to be introducing as a front line and a back line. So let's say, for example, your bias for a month or for a week or for a quarter is bearish, and for some reasons, price just keeps making higher highs. This basically shows you that price is still on the front line of your bias. So you just probably just stay out of the market or find a way to just keep trading that front line until the front line breaks. So when the front line breaks and now you're at the back line, it means that your bias for that month or for that week has fully reached its potential, and then you can just start piling up trades aggressively to a large extent. You just keep piling up trades and keep taking support and resistance trades up until a certain time, and then you wait for price to cool off again because price cannot just hold up a single direction. To want to do deep corrections, it might want to do shallow corrections or whatever. But what that matters is you being able to identify that front line or that back line, or just know your bias and know what part of the bias you have. So if your bias is bearish, you want to see price at the back line. If your bias is bullish, you want to see price stay true to the front line, all right, of the trade. So as you could see, for the month of May, started the month aggressively pushing higher, and this was the front line of May. Excuse me, this was the front line of May, right? And prices kept pushing until we started breaking structure. So if you look at the 8 hour time frame here, that was where we had our first break of structure that showed or signaled to us that we are going to be potentially be selling the markets, right? So if you look at the 8 hour time frame, a few things actually did catch my attention and made this even crazy. Let me remove this. I made this even crazy. So, like I said, we were on the front line of the months of the bias, and we are looking to sell majorly, and price has just been buying up aggressively. There are ways you could have caught some of these buys with pull-on confirmations and everything like that. So, but fully what happened was that we had price break this structure right here. And after price broke this structure, that is when we can now start looking for ways to stack up our trades, right? And you would have been able to catch these sales and these sales as well from this level here, these sales as well. So, but let's just get into the week. So for this week, for example, I saw a few things that actually also made me be a seller. So price was working its way up again, as we have seen earlier. It was working its way up. So I basically just made price move from the front line all the way to the back line, so I can now start stacking up my trades, as I've explained earlier. So as you could see, the moment price got back on the back line, and it's got back on the back line, it pushed, and this was my first sell entry for on silver for this week, for the week. So this was my first sell entry, and that came in around 4 a.m. Wednesday, on Wednesday, and then I got another sale again just price came coming to retest this point, right? I got another sell again there, and I got another sell again, just as price broke this and also came back to retest, and price came into the new day with an aggressive push to the downside. So I'll be adding a screenshot of the trades in the later part of the video, my executions and stuff. So all I'm just trying to let you see is the fact that you can you can be able to do a lot of great things the moment you are able to identify just key little things in these markets. There's nothing that really beats understanding the macro perspective of price and understanding, you know, the assets that you're trading and what actually drives those asset classes. So for gold and silver, for example, in interest rate plays a major role in how they are being traded, you know, because investors are basically people that just want to look at assets a from an opportunity cost perspective. Do they want to put their money into asset classes that have the potentials of going up or going down aggressively, or do they want to put their money into yields, the bonds markets, and get a risk-free return on hundreds of millions of dollars or even hundreds of billions of dollars that they are investing in the markets? All right, and it doesn't even take so much to know. So when yields are going down, gold prices and silver prices usually just go up. That's the idea. But I have my own personal framework of which I use, and the yields I use and some other details like that, which I'll still be sharing as it is or as it goes. So our goal as traders or as macro traders is being able to understand the things that conventional trading methodologies would not show or expose you to. And even if they do, the way they would expose you to it would be like it's mysterious and you'll not be able to even find a way to use it the way you are meant to, because you can have the right knowledge but don't have the understanding of applying it the right way. So that will be the highlight of my week, and I'll see you in the next one. So by next week, I'll talk about my bias for that week, but most importantly, my bias for the month is still very bearish. And what would make me change? In fact, it's already May 28th, and the month will be done in, I think, 2 days from now, 3 days at most. So nothing is really changing anymore. So we just have to like wait it out. And June as well is bearish. It's going to be bearish from the perspective of from June will be bearish from the perspective of the quarter, but I'll still have to like do my research and know what would be my monthly bias. But I know my quarterly bias for the quarter, but I also need to know my monthly bias for June as well. So have a wonderful day, guys, and I hope you do have fun for the rest of the week, and take care of yourself, and I wish you the very best of the week. So I guess my weekends starts from now till the week goes. I'm still doing some small portions of trades, and just wanting to see how the day will run out and how the week is going to be closing. Take care of yourself, guys, and have a wonderful day.